Hello and welcome. Right, I've just set the worker going. I'm just checking to make sure that this is going to work with them. It should do, it did say. Oh, you'll be going right across. Oh no, you weren't. You know, you're going in the right direction. Just making sure, because otherwise it's a total waste of time. We need to lease. Snap! You've got that switched on. Hang on a minute. Oh no, you've got narrows on, so it's not going to hurt. Do we need to switch this on? No, it's just a straight. So there's some that are too big for this. Some that is, some that isn't. And to be honest, weeds are weeds. It's no point in half doing a job. So in that case, have we got? Well, again, I did say at the beginning of this Let's Play that I was going to stick to things and equipment that was really right for this country. Now we've obviously got the bales to take, and it does. Well, no, we haven't got the bales to take. We've got to what? Yeah, we've got to crack on, haven't we? They're not. No, let's have a look. Yeah, 57. Yeah, they're jostle. They don't like being strapped like that. Freddie, and look at that. There's squirming weirdness going on and all sorts of things. Yeah, that's not nice. Right, let's lease. Well, let's see. Let's have a look and see what we've got available. I also, oh no, it wasn't this one. I confused us. Yeah, I used the Roya Tremie box, and I looked last night to see how it actually works. It is. I was almost there. I did look at the. It's got to. Let me show you. Let me show you what I'm often on about. Yeah, I've wanted to use this for a while. It's in miscellaneous, and it is. I think it's about halfway. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a seed box type. I'm not sure it's going to work in the way that I want it to, but it's a 2-tonner. It's also the right kind of shape where it's actually more, and it tips out. Those two bars at the bottom, you literally put a pallet forks through them, and then it must do something and switch, engage the thing, and then obviously it tips out at the front there. That little thing opens up and tips stuff out. So I don't know that it would work for what I want it to do, because what I would want it is an additional storage box, but it would be alright as a sort of a tipper box. But to be honest, I think I'd use a bucket. I think it's why I've never really, but I'd still like to give it a shot and see how it works, so that I can know, no, I can't use it for that, I can only use it for this. I always do like to sort of do things, and I had a look at it on the start from scratch one, and I remember now you can just drop things down here. Yeah, let's have a look, and yeah, let's borrow the shop menu and see what we have got in the state of weed. No, in actual sprayers, I was thinking, because weeders, I know there isn't much of a choice. Well, we've got a weeder. Why would you buy another weeder? I mean, you can buy a hoe, of course. I thought that was a hoe. I could have sworn it. So I did say first stage though. It's a weeder, it's not a hoe. We could look at a mechanical hoe, but if we've got a weeder, then I think the only other thing you could go for is probably a sprayer. There are some beautiful little Eastern European sprayers that I've got in. I've got one one of the last non-giants thing in here, and it is actually Eastern European. Oh, okay. Oh my life. A little bit out of our price range. They're new though. I didn't realise there were any new ones in here. But at that kind of price, I'm not sure that we'll ever be buying one. Unless it's in the sales. Yeah, 13,500. So it's a big monstrous amount of storage for a 36 metre spread. I still prefer my old, yeah, my absolute favourite, which is of trailed I'm talking about now, is that one, the IX Track. I love that 40 metre, beautiful. Yeah, it's not as big, but to be honest, 4,600, and you can stick the front box on if you are really worried. Or I tend to go for this is the one I was thinking about. No, it says Lizard, but it's like that one as well. It's Yeah, there's that one which is an 8 metre. I'm really not a massive fan. I don't know why I put that in. I think I did that one for those start from scratches where you really are scratching in the dirt and where a lot you really need a break. And if it takes you a bit longer, wow, that's 3,500 for an 8 metre as well. Storage is better. No, it's not. So why have I still got that one in? I don't know. That's a valid point. But yeah, the Slezzer, that's is that the one? This is the one that's non-giants. But to me, why does it say the modder's name then if it's not accepted? I'm thinking of this one. It's a 12 metre spread, 1,000 a ton, and it's not going to break the bank. And I think we're going to go for it. I don't think we should. And I'm going to stick to the natural colours. I know we can go. So we now need some of ER Shabba's stupendously priced herbicide barrels, which is going to have a bit of spare as well. It always gets me a little bit with that, the fact that I think because ER Shabba didn't have the herbicide and I think the colours, the fuel, the diesel is red. Now herbicide to me should be red, but obviously ER Shabba had already made this set of things that I need got red for the diesel, so I'm presuming it's along those lines really. Now has this got narrows? It looks narrow to me, but that's not really. Well, it's also in the hands of a worker, but we do need to redo the course now because that's not quite going to be right. So let's use that fantastic ability. Yeah, you can see I already created the course and then brought you in. So right, create job. I do love the fact you can do this now, of course, where you can actually click all over the map. I think 2 at the most. And field 32 normal. Save course, activate 12 meters. And then we'll get it a little bit closer. We don't want it using pathfinding to go across there because it'll take it half an hour and charge me €200 to actually do it. There are some faults on the map. I found it on the start from scratch. The piano thing didn't. The liming contracts broke. I thought it was just a field, but it wasn't. It then subsequently didn't work at all. Now they work on every other map, so it's a map-based fault. It isn't anything other than that. Oh my life, Mr. Smith, there is a proper entrance there. Will you stop doing this? Right, go. Right, we will. No, we won't. They say we'll. What we'll do is we're going to. Is it going to make any difference if we let them? It's not going to take long. Patience is all. Yeah, we chopped all the trees down, didn't we? So we did that little job. That's apart. Yeah, the big trees I'm leaving. I am. We've done the islands. This one here was the one that I thought. But you know, we've done the course now, so I'm happy. It can stay. I'm not a tree hater. I think we did all the tree. I'm not on staying. That's a beaut. The one behind the chicken things, is it in the way? A little, but again, we've made do with what we've got. We have. It's nice to see these grown, and these haven't got weeds because we did it with a plough, so amazing. That's why I'm not a massive fan. With all the changes in the game, I'm not a massive fan now of the... I should show you. It's subsoilers, because they're still treated as a cultivator, even though they do give you the ploughed state. Yeah, you've still got to... I do love beetroots, yeah. So we on the two Let's Plays, we're going, we were going the piano route, so we needed to go the wood yard, and I'm enjoying both equally. I've got to say this. We have that square of land, and last session we chopped all of those trees down so we can put the blue dragon thing, and we've got about the same amount of money, so yeah, we're doing equally well on both Let's Plays, bearing in mind we were given all this little lot, whereas I've had to go from absolutely, well, not absolutely zilch, yeah, no, not quite, 496, no, that's happy, there's no need to really worry about that. So, what can we do? We could go through till tomorrow morning. Yeah, I'm doing terribly in the sales, though, on that one. Oh, that's funny, I've got the pop 6 on this one as well. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that one dropping. Yeah, I'm getting hardly any drops. Typical, on the start from scratch, we could really do with a bit of a lucky break and a bit of nice equipment. Often find that. Yeah, on the Let's Plays that you're not worried about, where you do a run, that you're not worried about the Let's Play, in so much as I'll say what I mean by that, because it sounds like you don't care about it. What I mean is, when it's important that you get some good equipment, I can see the difference that's making. That's brilliant. Yeah, well, it's important, like the start from scratch, where you could really do with a lucky break. You don't get the lucky break, and you could really do with it. And then on ones where you wouldn't, it doesn't matter. You've got a bit of money, and you could buy whatever equipment you liked. So there's no holes barred. All of a sudden, all the best tractors drop, and they've got 60% or 70% bonus. You know, you get your favourite tractors drop and all that type of stuff. And then on a Let's Play where you could really do with some kind of a break, you get, like, I said rubbish, but what I mean by that is it's all good equipment, but it's rubbish from your perspective, as in, like, it's just, why am I spraying in the rain? Why am I spraying in the rain, Mr. Smith? Because I was concentrating on chatting. This is definitely true. Let's get rid of this rain, and let's then do this properly. Yeah, my bad, I apologise for that oversight. Yeah, there is very little to do other than this on our fields, because I do try to stick, when you've got a bit of an amount like that, H2000. Obviously we've got the silage bales once they've all turned into silage. Nearest. Yeah, we've got literally those to cash in, and there's quite a bit there. Oh, they popping off. Oh, they're doing weird things. I do hate straps for that. Yeah, it is awful. There's a bit of, a little tiny bit of fixing as well, because that 12 metre seems to be missing a little tiny bit, more like it's 11.5 or something. Oh, but they're the corner swishers, so I don't suppose. It's doing a cracking job though. Yeah, so there are a few things that aren't quite right. Would you expect that? Well, the Giants are human too, I've got to be honest. It's a beautiful map. Of course you'd expect. Oxygen David had faults on comms and on day one. Black Sheep Modding had on the old stream farm, I said the valley of the farm, which although that is a Black Sheep Modding, I believe it is. No, it is, I remember. Yeah, it is one of theirs. I actually misquoted and said the valley of the farm, and it's the old stream farm was the one that that had a field that broke, not the valley of the farm. No, or the valley of the old farm. That always confuses me. It's got such a long-winded thing; it never quite sticks in my head. Yeah, so I think one more little bit. Then I think we're going to go on. There's not much we can do other than literally wait for if we're going to concentrate on, or are we going to do some contracts? Are we going to see if liming contracts, I've left it on this one, because I'm not sure if it's, I would do baling. I love baling, but it's time consuming, and there's not enough fertilizer. So for today, we're just going to go through. When this is finished, we'll do a little bit of tiny cleanup on those little corner swishers, because there's no point in leaving the weeds. Yeah, I think it's again, I'm trying to stick to things like this that would be seen in the area. I know you could import a John Deere and all the rest of it. I'm trying to stick with believable for the area. Yeah, Mr. CLP did the same on the Russian map. I can't remember what it was called. It was a nice map that was as well. No, don't. Unfold. Oh, no, it was the right button. It just needs a little... No. No, it is that one. Always get confused with the unfold. And it's weird when you get something stuck in your head, whether it's a good or a bad thing, it sticks in your head and you just can't... Ooh. Oh, my life. That has not got narrows, even though they look narrow. Or, we've seen this before actually. They have got narrows, but we shall see if you can actually, we need to literally do that trick of sending the worker a few yards ahead, because that's wrecking our field and undoing all of that work that we've done. So let's just do it the other way now, because you've just, look at that little damage. Oh my life, oh great. Oh, you're having a laugh. Target is unreachable. Oh, I know. Maybe. Calm down, Mr. Smith. Calm down. It does make anybody livid when your field gets wrecked, really. And yeah, when you've even looked to see if that is the case. Yeah, really. Now, as soon as you clear... Right, smash it. Now, let's have a look then. If you buy this leather, have you got an option? Is it my fault? Because it often is. I've got to be honest. It frequently is. I usually shriek and like say, "Ooh," yeah, and then it ends up that it's actually my fault because the option was there all along, and it was a leather, and so standard, I would imagine, it looks very much like... Now you've got two options, and standard, which, if you look at them, actually they're standards. Oh, I'm on Trelleborg, that's why. Yes, they look narrow to me, but the game obviously isn't seeing them as... but everything else as thick. Yeah, both standards look narrow to me, but it doesn't say narrow, so therefore this is worker based, which to me is ridiculous for a... It's fairly obvious they are supposed to be narrows, but yeah, the game is very particular. So yeah, if you want this one, you've got to literally... Now, can I be clever here? With it being just a 12 metre, could we at least get that bit done? Is it gonna like... Yeah, I'm not sure that's by the time that's unfolded that's not going to clack that. Oh no, we might just about get away with it. Yeah, I know we're wasting a little, but I'd sooner get rid of the weeds where possible. Careful. Now then, sign, you're going to clack. Oh, and you're also going over the fields and destroying the crop. Right, okay, that's as good as it's going to get. It is. I'm unfortunate, but look at that damage. Well, as I always frequently say, at least you can see that actually I do have crop destruction on at all times. There's no sneakiness and switching on and off and not telling you until that you can see that I'm not destroying crop and then think, I thought you had crop destruction on. Because it will catch you out. It will. Yes, even the grandmasters. Right, we're gonna do this properly. I know we can go over that, and I know I've been naughty, but I'm trying not to be. Let's be realistic. There's a proper way out of this, and in real life you wouldn't do that, would you really, with that? So that's good, but unfortunately its narrow ability is, yeah, with it being a trailed, I probably should have gone for one of the backpack type ones, but again they're much smaller, but again at least they wouldn't wreck your field. So yeah, swings and roundabouts, but again most of the time we can actually do this. Now we've got this, we could use them in tandem with this one and the Gorenk as well, because yeah, you can use the Gorenk. Should have thought about it really, obviously last session, but you don't always, you're busy. We were doing a lot and it was more of a grass work than it was everything else. Now, is this small enough to go in that little shed that's for little... I think this is probably a candidate in question for being able to get through that little door, because you can only really get about a maximum of 3 things in there because of the door. Now in real life you'd use that for like storage of things like fertilizer. Now the game still doesn't handle things like this well, in my personal opinion, of things like this. This is why a lot of those English narrow shit... Oh, I'm actually clipping that slightly. Yeah, that is actually still tight. I mean really tight, so you're not going to be able to really do anything other than go straight backwards, which is then such a waste of a shed. Yeah, that's my point. Yeah, you could faff around for 10 minutes and you could make it work, but that to me is it's not doing its job properly. Really, there's got to be some sort of compromise for these little sheds. Like the front is like yeah, Oxygen David did it with one of his fields on Court Farm. There's one of those where it's got a back that's got no collisions on. Yeah, that's what you need to do. You need to have no collisions on the front. Of course you've got to look away while you do that. There's got to be something, either that or it goes transparent if you're worried about looks. where like you go in your camera angle and the front of the thing disappears when you're in a tractor sort of thing, and it disappears so you can see inside. That kind of trickery, that's believable trickery, needs to be done to make these work. Otherwise, this is just a window dressing with very little. Look at the wasted space. I can't use it. The door's too narrow. I can only just get that in at that width, and that means I can't faff around. Oh, I could, but it's going to take 10 minutes to do. I mean, I'm exaggerating slightly, but it's still way too long, and it also causes a stress reaction because you think, oh, I've got to go in that horrible little shed where I've got to faff around for 5 minutes to get it all to work. And then as a human, you like think, nah, I'm not doing it. And it is true, you do think, we all do. Oh my life, we do think like that. We really do. And well, I know I do, and I know stress reactions are a natural thing that we're programmed not to like it and to move away. Even if it's a subconscious thing, that's the way it works. Now we ought to get that mascara. Not sure. I've mixed feelings about the mascara. I like it. I'm glad I tried it, but I'm not sure it's worth dropping for the features that are missing. I'm not sure that it's worth having, because of all of the faffing around. It is an option, but I'm like, it's got a decent pickup there. That's one thing I'm going to say. It's the biggest no-no to me is the fact that it takes like so long for the back to pop up. That's the deal breaker to me. It really is. That it's a bit like the Quantum that unloads very slowly. Now, for a forage wagon, that's probably the thing that you. On Fox Farms, I've done a little tiny run because it's going to be the next American map after White Farm. I did a little bit of a run, and I was going to go for the Quantum for cash, and in the end I went for the Omatana because why? The Omatana TARDIS forage wagon actually unloads like in the blink of an eye, and the Quantum takes 10 minutes to unload. Oh my life, that is terrible. Right, okay, let's sleep through till the morning. Yeah, we're really trying to get the silage is the job. That is the job. The money spinner to try to justify why we paid all that money for that field when we're really saving up for a soup factory. No, we don't need 9. Not yet. It's way too early. Now then we will check the sales. Oh, sold animals again. Fantastic. A bit of a nice income from our little oh, animal dealer. That's why we. Oh, they're not going to be ready, are they? They are not going to be ready. Look at that. Can we let go and then quickly grab them? Because it seems to be. It seems to be overnight out of the session. They always used to do it. Mr. CLP used to talk about the vandals, and he was right. If you leave things strapped as you go out of a session, they do that jostling, and sometimes used to fling things all over the place. So we've still got 63 tons of grass. How long until these? Oh, 90%. So actually, if we speed time up, and that should be, yeah, at about dinner time, because it's quite a slow process. This, it's not like one that does like 10% an hour. It's really quite slow. We're literally watching this change. It is the job. It really is. What else can we say? It's not a very nice view, but it's what you've got to do to get the job done. 96, 97. Now these are pretty much done at the same time, so really it should, yeah, within reason. So if we give it till 12:30, well, let's see, be a half an hour over when they've popped. So 1 o'clock. Oh, and they've obviously changed. Yeah, and it didn't like that either. We need to let go and then connect again. It seems to be that whenever there's a state change, yeah, they did like something weird happens, and that obviously is how the mechanics. I love to see how mechanics work and just try to figure. Oh, hang on a minute. How come that's still saying grass when we've just looked? Oh, that's bizarre, because that, well, let's take them across. If the game's gone wrong in that way, well, the other thing is we can check these out. These are 99%. Okay, Okay, let's take that. Let's treat that as because these were the last ones done. Right, okay. Now if we jump back in, will you need to restrap it to see a change of state? No, you won't. That is it, all changed, and they're actually not jostling anymore. So yeah, so 66 tons of silage on our, and also if that great demand is true, if we've not gone through it, that is good. Well, we don't know what the great demand's for, Mr. Smith, really, do we? It could be. Now that's saying Erlingrat 620. Oh no, no, we don't want wheat, we want silage. Farmers market is worth an extra, so although there's a great demand, it's no, but it won't be for that. Right, so farmers market is where we need to be going, not to this one. We're going to get an extra couple of grand, and a couple of grand is for a little farmer like us in a country where money is tight is really, really important. So we're not going to take any chances. It's not very far anyway, and then we'll get them other ones loaded up, and we'll hope that I'm almost going to justify what I said about ooh, that's a little bit tight. Yeah, you can go straight down this, and being as I now know where, ooh, my bad, I did think I was a little bit close. Ooh, yeah. Bales are a lure unto themselves, they really are. Right, now then, if we pull tight to the right, we should avoid doing that again. And this, let's go on the grass a little bit. Yeah, having done this on the, it may have been this one actually, not the start from scratch where I did the Baden contract in field 12. I've done it on both. I did field 12 on both, so it could be either one. But I now know that we totally ignore the greats because that's of no import at all. That we are actually aiming for in front of the grey. Now is it ooh, you know, I'm not trusting to my memory, even though it's not terrible. I think it's this side. Yeah, no, I was right, my memory was actually correct. So then we need to unstrap that first. Fantastic. And now we need to, whilst we're in place, unstrap, because I'm not trusting those not to go all over the place. Fantastic. Well, yeah, you're 35 grand short, but I don't think we ever thought it would be done completely. It was just it's going to be almost the same, so we'll leave those on. No, I think I can remember. If we think it's about the middle is where that's the second thing is, where the bench is. I will say my words honest. Right, are we gonna? No, we're not gonna time lapse it. This is gonna be a short session though, because I've got to pop off. But I wanted to get a little bit of traction on this one. Well, it was this one's turn. I'm trying to stick to being good and actually sticking to my. Has that got a? Not an egg. But I was seeing it. Oh no! I thought I saw a yellow box. Yeah, like the like the interactive zone markers were still on, but obviously not. Right, let's get these loaded and taken down, and we'll just see what the final tally is. There's not that many left. I think there was about 10, so 112,000, 20 odd grand short. So we are still going to need to do something before August to get that super factory if we want it at the beginning. Yeah, as in like straight away. But I mean, the other thing is, whilst our harvesters are harvesting, if there are any contracts that day, we literally could, now that is a point, we could stick that like lengthways instead of, yeah, because actually it's less than 10, that's 4, 7, there's a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit more than it normally is, so that's it, 7,000. Let's grab you, and can we lift that? We should be able to, the weight's still the weight, if we go, I know, having done this extensively, it should, if you just go for the middle of the tube as low as possible to the tube for gravity to not, yeah, you can see we can just, any more than 4 we would not be able to do this. Now then, is this going to roll? In FS No, it was FS22 early on. It actually didn't move that much. Ah, it's getting too far away from the... yeah, need to go closer to the trailer and we'll sort my words out. So we may as well just stick this down the other side and go straight down there, because it is worth more at taking it down there, and there's very little in it really from where we are. We hook that to us like that. That's the bestest that we're going to get it. So this grass is growing well. Again, I would imagine that, yeah, it's hot. I can't figure out the growth stage by looking at it though. If I'm honest, I'm not sure what it should be now. I can't remember what month we cut it in. April, May. In which case this would be first growth stage really. Unless the meadow grass grows quicker, or I've no idea. Right, fantastic. Let's take that and we'll switch Mr. Noisy's engine off, because he is noisy. He is. Right. Oh, 18 tons, Mr. Smith. Oh no, but it's only, yeah, it's about a grand a bale. Yeah, it's so it's not, that's not 18 grand. It's, yeah, 18 times 300 or something like that. So I think I'm right. So it really is. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000 ish. A little tiny bit more because they're paying a little bit more at present. So right, those are very intriguing. What are they, water or what? Or are they some holy relic? I know that in Poland there's quite a lot of like holy relics where there's like little I think that is Catholicism, it looks like to me. There's a lot of Catholic type things. Oh, wow, that's an interesting wood store. Very interesting. Right, so then second bench we want to be level with, and then should be smack bang in the... Oh, okay. Didn't expect that. You were not far off. Yeah, we're getting a penalty because our environmental score is so terrible. It's a long time since I've had penalties. Don't know why one of the fields is so terrible. Yeah, it really is awful. So I don't know what we can do about that. We've got June, July and August, so we'll have a look at the contracts to see if, yeah, to see what's what, to see if there's anything we can do. Even it will not be this session, but we can actually have a good look and maybe grab one for next session. Even if this is a short, I'm happy with what we've achieved so far, mainly about the silage and also the weeding, which did go a little bit askew. We're damaging the thing. That's left a sour taste in my mouth. But it's true, I'm not sure about the... I don't think that looks fully grown, looking at that grass. Let's go through as is. This is designed. Oh, and not take out the fertilizer spreader. Right, so then these should be, yeah. Oh no, we really could do with, let's feed them. We need to grab some more. I don't want to be, we've only got one charge, and that is our little chickens. I don't want to be leaving them where they're starving or getting close to starving. Now then, that is a point. We're not going to, we're going to have to buy some chicken food, aren't we? Because we've not regrown anything yet, because we've gone into the vegetables, which I don't regret for this triple soup. Yeah, it's about 2 or 3. No, so, yeah, 2 and a bit fills from empty, yeah, from absolutely nothing to 750 litres full. We have got some eggs, obviously not an awful lot, as you'd not expect from that amount of chickens, really. Brilliant. No. Just trying to switch the engine off, my bad. Right, so then, June. Let's have a look. Are there any? If there's any good contracts, we're going to take them for tomorrow, next session. whatever they are. Do we try a liming contract to see if it's gone wrong on this map? Or do we go for it? What is that one? Field 64. That's strange. Very interesting. It's a Tedder, though. Yeah, it is. We got the same one and we got 12,000 on that one. 11,000 something on the other contract. But that's because it was actually... Yeah, again, there's not so much cash in that kind of bailing one. So do you know... I'm not feeling it, especially with the fact that the contracts did go wrong. I think we're going to go through till tomorrow morning. But then it really is crunch time. Yeah, we really do need to... is there anything we've got to do? No, done the chickens. Everything's... Let's just show it one last time in case there's anything that I've missed. Well, let's first of all look for the weedy type thing. There will be patches. Oh yes, I can see where I've harvested my crop. Yes, it hurts. Yeah, growing and little tiny patches of weeds which we knew about. Nothing in our other two fields. Quite a few stones, and precision farming should be beautiful green and beautiful green. So absolutely, so they need quite a lot of nitrogen. So we've done everything we need to do. Let's go through till July morning, and we should check the contracts for the next session and also the sales, and that is where we're going to leave it. It's been a bit of a short one, I know. Well, actually no, it's there's no time lapse, so it is a proper size. Oh, 60. We're selling a lot of our little animals at 1,270. I like it. That's reasonable. Oh, that's a 4.1 meter. Haven't we got a... If we have, it's a Unia, which is very, very suitable for this particular... That would be nice to have but we've got a truck, and I think it's more in keeping with the... I mean, it is the right kind of lorry. Oh, and it's one of those. I know. It's beautiful, it really is, and it is. I've got to be honest, that's a cracker. I've never had that. It is beautiful. Has it got a rear hitch as well? No, that's not important. Really? For an IT runner? I don't think any of them have got a rear hitch that I'm aware of. But it would be nice. But again, we are working towards a specific goal. So really, what we really need to do is look at contracts, because this is the one. Now then, that's silage, Tedder, that's still there, and Tedder. So there's only that one, field 12. Isn't that the one that's not terribly far away? No, it is the one that's far away. That's not really important. It's the one that we did before, of course it is. Which means, I think it's by the farmer's market usually. I think they all are sticking to that. If it's a specific one, well, yeah, it is. I like that. That's believable. There's only one fertilising contract typically, a lot of harvesting, and one liming. So the liming almost draws. I'd like to test that. Let's do that one test. Let's take the liming contract, because I'd just like to see if it's actually working or not, because whether it's completely shattered on the map. We want to go take the fastest tractor we've got, and we're just going to go check field 61. Let's do that quickly. And we're just going to test, because I want to see if this has crashed and burned on the map full stop, or whether it's the other version of the map that it's crashed and burned at. Which is just as bad, but yeah, what I'm saying is we need to know. Because basically what I do is I'm going to remove the liming mod if it's that the base game at the minute. I mean, it normally works, obviously. I've used it on no-ender maps, but this is a new map, and if it doesn't work on this, I apologise for that train wreck. That's enough, I think. I don't think we'll... Did we leave any lime anywhere here, or did we leave it on the front of the farm? The front of the shop, possibly. Let's just at least fill that up, so that at least is is good, and also we could top up with fuel as well, because it well, no we can't, we took it across, haven't we? Oh, hang on, I'm getting confused again. This is what I'm doing. I think we bought fuel for the other one. I'm not sure that we've got any. If we have it, we'll be over in the farm. I can't remember now. It's just it blurs to me. Right, so 61. Can't remember where that is. I think it's down at the bottom of the map. I think it's the big one. It's 60. Well, actually, it's not that big. Yeah, I'm glad it's this tractor because at least it's fast. Yeah, so this is the last job we're doing for this session. I'm hoping it works and it's just something went wrong. But it does. It's weird because it's broken completely on my start from scratch. As in, like, I've loaded the session again, gone out, come back in, and it's broken. So I don't know whether it's broken. We've had it work on this, but we had it work on that one too. Where are you going? It's the completely opposite way to where you're driving to. Yeah, glad I didn't go any much further. Let's have a look. Can we dart in and out of the cars? Is there a brake, a traffic brake? Or is that way? There is that way. Oh my life. Beautiful. Yeah, and this is one of the fields that I really would like to buy. And I think I'll leave those little trees because, oh mind you, trouble is workers hate trees. Standard workers, if you ever click on your standard worker, all of a sudden it goes doolally and has a dicky fit and stops working. We had it on yesterday's session on the start from scratch, so you know, workers still haven't got over that fear of trees that they've had forever. Right. Now isn't that strange? So there's something in a way that's gone wrong with the ground layer on the start from scratch. So I suppose what I could do then, if I know that is the case, I could, because we know it's working on this one. It was a crash. It was a weird, like a weird thing that went wrong, and then all of a sudden it never worked anymore, and it seems to be stuck on never working anymore. So what I could do was load. The only bad thing is it then affects the statistics because it looks like your farm's brand new, and that always throws me out later on in the Let's Play if I do that, because then you're not sure. And I can't remember if I did it on Maypole, and then later on in Maypole I couldn't remember if I'd done it or that type of thing, and then you're like, well, I've only been here for 2 years, and you haven't at all. It's just that the statistics say you have. Can I alter the statistics? No, because that's actually in the game. Oh, I don't know. It might be in one of the XMLs. It's probably worth a look. Fantastic. Quite taken by this little farm, actually. Let's grab that contract and collect. And no, still only one fertiliser, and there's only baling contracts really, and only one silage contract at field 12 right down at the bottom. Well, there are always contracts tomorrow morning itself, as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to leave it here, definitely. I'm going to take this off screen to the farm, and I'm going to just say my goodbyes. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this beautiful map. It is glorious, it really is. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.